Hello everyone. Welcome to the Red Shikshan Sanstha's Western Region English Medium YouTube channel. Today we are going to see the next part of the lesson Joan of Arc from 10th Standard English Kumar Bharati textbook. This is video number 6. In video number 5, in the last video, we have seen that Joan, who is a peasant girl, came to meet Captain Roberts, who is a French officer, and wanted horse and armor and some soldiers to meet to Dauphin for free the Orleans. So next what happened we will see in this video. We have seen that Captain Roberts sent her out and called Mr. Poligny inside. Mr. Poligny, who is a French officer in the army, and Roberts wanted to meet Poligny because Robert knew that Poligny is also wanted to join Joan in this mission, and he wanted to ask whether all these things which Robert heard is true or not. Now, Poligny obstinately said that we want a few mad peoples. Now, some mad peoples are joined with this. Mad peoples means what work they have said is the work of mad peoples. As you know, the British peoples have captured the part of French, and it is very difficult to fight with the English troops in the battle because we have good experience, as our India is also under the clutches of Britishers for 150 years, we have discussed in previous video, and it is not very easy to get our freedom back because we know that our freedom fighters have fought very bravely with the Britishers for getting our freedom back. We can see Rani Lakshmibai, who fought very bravely, fiercely with Britishers to get her freedom back. Similarly, here Joan wanted to fight. Joan is a peasant girl who wanted to fight with these Britishers. After conversation with Poligny, Robert said that whatever work you want to do, is it actually work out? So Poligny said that whatever previously plans we have made against the Britishers all failed, and now we want to give one chance to this girl to see what miracle will happen, because this girl have something. This girl have put courage in the peoples, in the soldiers. So here he was serious about going with Joan. After hearing this, Roberts called Joan inside and asked her some questions. He asked her what was her name and what her age was. So Joan replied that her name is Jenny in Lorraine. Lorraine is a part of France. This is a place in France. And she said that the soldiers called her the maid. The maid means the woman servant. So here Joan told about her age. What her age she don't know. Might be it be 17 or 19, but she didn't remember about her age. So see here, Joan, who is very young girl, is very strong according to her age. Next, Robert asked all these questions and tried to discourage her by saying that raising a sage is not as easy as chasing a cow in a meadow. Chasing a cow in a meadow means what the work is done by Joan in the meadows. She was a peasant girl and she was running behind the cow or cattle in the meadows. So this was actually her duty, and raising a siege means removing the soldiers which are present around or on the borders of your country, France, is not that much easy. So he said, and he also added that soldiering is not everybody's cup of tea. Here everybody's cup of tea, that means it is not everybody's work. It is not easily, this job will not be easily done by the common peoples. Here Joan is a peasant girl, and that's why Robert say such things. But Joan replied that she believed in the God. Robert again tell her grimly means seriously. He told her that whether she had seen English soldiers fighting, they are plundering, they are burning, turning the countryside into desert. Plundering means looting. As we have good experience of the English soldiers, how they were fighting, we know very well, because when they entered in India, that time also they have done all these things. They looted the Indian peoples, they have destroyed all the countryside into desert and looted India, took all the gold materials, valuable things from India. So similarly, Robert told that the peoples, the French, the English soldiers, they are fighting very bravely against the French peoples, and it is not very easy to fight with these peoples. And if you have seen the prince, the British prince, who is the devil himself, that means he compared the prince of Britishers to devil. That means he is so cruel that he is not listening to anybody and fighting very fiercely. Nobody can give that much opposition to these peoples. They cannot fight fiercely as like the Britishers are fighting. Here Joan replied that she believed in God, and when God was on their side, she says raising a siege would not be very difficult. And she is added the next thing, that she was ready to teach the soldiers to fight for France. According to her, the French soldiers were always beaten because they were fighting only to save their skins, and the shortest way to save life was to run away. So the French soldiers were always beaten by the English troops. Now, according to her, the French peoples or the French soldiers are fighting for saving their skins. Here, to save their skin means to save their life. And when one soldier wanted to save his life, then the shortest way to run away from the battle. This thing was done by the French peoples, and that's why they always defeated in the battle. But she will give courage, or she will teach the peoples how fiercely they can fight for their motherland, the France. Now, Robert asked to Poligny. Poligny was also present in the office at that time. He said, "This may all be nonsense, Polly, but the troops might just be inspired by it, though nothing that we say seems to put any fire into them. Even the Dauphin might believe it, and if she can put some fire into him, she can put it into anybody." That means Robert agrees that the girl is really something good. That means she has some miracle. She is putting fire into each and everyone. And if she can put fire into the soldiers, then it will be easier for the soldiers also and to the Dauphin also to fight with Britisher. Captain Robert gave orders to John that you have to go. That means John have to go to Chinon under the escort of these three gentlemen and his three friends. That means Poligny and his three friends will accompany. Escort means accompany with John to Chinon to meet Dauphin. John became very happy and she said thanks to Robert. Next, there was a question in Poligny's mind how she can go to meet Dauphin, because no any person can easily meet the king or the heir of the king. It is very difficult to enter into the royal palace. Here Robert said that she will get into the palace because I will send her to Chinon, and she can say that I sent her. That means Robert had sent her to meet Dauphin. Then she can enter into the palace and can meet Dauphin and work according to her planning. Here he said, let what may come. That means I will send her inside by giving my message, but after that what will happen, that will not my responsibility. What it will happen in its way. Next, John asked about her armor and the horse and the soldiers. Here Robert gave order to take whatever she want, whichever things she like. That means which armor she like, she can take that, take the horse, and these three people, these soldiers are also accompanying her. And he added that I wash my hands off it. Wash one's hand off means it will not take any responsibility for it. Means whatever happen next, that is not my responsibility. It is the total responsibility of Joan and the soldiers. So here Joan became very happy and she said that she will actually execute her plan and will get success in free the Orleans. She went out. Robert and Poligny had a talk between themselves that Robert said that this girl have something. I have taken a big chance. Some other peoples might have taken that. But as Poligny said, there is something in that girl that she can put fire into Robert also. And she is some kind of miracle girl. Poligny said, yes, there is something about her. And here this lesson ends. I hope you understood the lesson. Do understand the concept and revise at home. Thank you.